Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Madison Thomas.
Alright, hello, happy to be here. So it's been a crazy 2 years, man. I'll say the craziest thing I've seen in the vid would be 90-year-old people in Kroger, triple mask, wearing gloves, buying alcohol. Like, how much time are we buying here? It's like it's 4 a.m., the party's over, and you're like, where are we going next? To hell, that's it. Pack your bags, it's over. That's it. We've learned a lot. Like, I was able to go home for Christmas to New Orleans to see my family without the whole who's gonna kill grandpa guilt, right? And I got to spend time with my brother and my niece. And while I did that, I grappled with this thought. If my 5-year-old niece were to come to me and say, Titi, I'm looking for a fork to stick in an electric socket to see what it does, I would say, no, don't do that, right? That's gonna hurt you, I love you. Now, if my 36-year-old brother were to say, I'm looking for the biggest knife to put in the electric socket to see what it does, I'm gonna help him find it. I'm gonna help him find it because now I wanna see what it does. I could be wrong, I could be very wrong, and I'm willing to risk him, right? That's my whole take on COVID. Do what you want as an adult, but please save the babies. Spare the babies. I've gotten to spend a lot of time with my mom. So my mom's a Capricorn, right? Now for the gays in here, I just told them everything they need to know about my mom. For the rest of you, that means she's cold and distant, right? Now I'm not shitting on her, right? Because I too am a Capricorn, so I too am cold and distant. That's just the best way to describe her. Like, my mom's bad at communicating, right? Growing up, she would just burst into my room, scan the room, and look for something to nag me about. And if she couldn't find anything, she would look me square in my eyes and say, your trash can's upside down. And then she would leave, like she would say nothing else, and she would walk out of my room, door open, all that shit. Like, that was the way we bonded. So, Alzheimer's runs in my family, particularly on her side, so I'm gonna have to put her in a home eventually, right? Hate to say it, but she's going in a home. Now, the quality of the home depends on her, largely, on her behavior, right? From the time I was 9, I've been keeping a track, like a 5-star type of thing. Now, if I put her in a home I had planned for her when I was 9, she'd be going in the worst home in the world, like the DPS of nursing homes. But I'm fair, right? Like, I'm older now, I have grace, I know what she's going through, or what she was going through when she was raising me. So every year she starts off fresh, right? But when she says something that pisses me off, it knocks it down a star. She's currently at 3 stars. But again, she has time to redeem herself.
Hey, she's a mediocre Motel 6.
Yeah, she's not the Super 8.
No, she's a mediocre Motel 6.
She's a Motel 6. But no, I'm kidding, because I love her. She's going in the best home money can buy. However, I'm gonna pay the staff to be rude to her.
I'll do it for free.
Right, like, my mom's a Southern Belle, right? So things like, yes ma'am, no ma'am, please, thank you, like, those are requirements for her, right? If you say huh or what when she calls you, she's not gonna call you again, she's gonna come find you. I'm paying them to say huh and what when she calls. Don't say ma'am, don't call her miss anything, don't even call her by her name, right? And take your time when she calls. So that when I visit her, and she looks me in my eyes and she's like, they're being rude to me, I can look her square in her face and say, your trash can's upside down. And then leave, and fucking skedaddle, and do it over again the very next week. Round of show of hands, how many of you went to school with pedophiles? Now, not people, wait a minute. Not people who grew up to be pedophiles, right? Right. Pedophiles in the administration, right? Okay. I went to school with a lot of pedophiles, right? Well, not a lot, but more than a school should have. Right? Freshman year, I had 4 pedophile teachers, all before lunchtime. Which, in hindsight, we should have known something was up, because who decided to see teenagers at 8 a.m., right? 4 pedophile teachers, and none of them wanted me. Now, I hate to say that tugged on my self-esteem a bit, like just a bit, right? And there was this one particular teacher, right? This dude used to ridicule me, like real Comedy Central level shit in front of other teachers, students, parents. And it fucked me up because this went on from 14 to 16, right? And it fucked me up because, come to find out years later, that was his target demographic. So I was right there, right? A little customer relationship management, he could have had a sale. That's just bad business. All right, I'll leave you guys on this. I was dating this girl who was into plants, which means I became into plants. I started out, I couldn't tell you the difference between a daisy and a dandelion. But by the time I was done dating her, I knew propagation best practices. Like I could take a kiwi seed and plant a tree. Like that's where I'm at now.
So you know the difference between cactuses?
Yep. Cacti.
He doesn't. Clearly,
I know all the plant shit now. Now, we gotta talk. I went on a date with this girl and I bought 3 plants just on the spot. I went from not knowing anything about plants to buying 3 plants. I became a mother of 3 plants. 3 days later, she stopped talking to me. Like we went on a date, I became a mother of plants, and she sashayed out of my life. But it doesn't bother me, right? So now I'm a single mother of 3 plants. But you know what they say, once you go black, you're a single mother. Thank you, you guys have been fantastic.